through the first plane ride, the ones who've never been on a plane before.
It was really cool to see, even in that moment as we were on the plane, the trust in God that we were already putting.
They were really scared, but it was amazing to see them conquer that.
And so we got into customs in El Salvador, got through with no problem, and we're greeted with open arms from your staff.
So we just wanted, my name's Melissa. If you don't know who I am, my husband Scott and I are the missionaries here with our 2 kids, Scott and Melissa, and we're super happy.
And everyone was excited, maybe a little nervous, but more so just very excited and just their eyes open, taking in their atmosphere and their surroundings. As we were driving through the city, every time we drove around the city, no one was shocked. Everyone thought, wow, this looks a lot like back home, except with palm trees. They were just excited. They were excited to be there. But then that slowly began to shift as we did work in the mountains. And we went from seeing big stores, Starbucks, shopping malls, to seeing houses with a tin roof and people with no shoes on. And so it was very dramatic what we saw, how it changed.
It was exciting to see the team go to church in El Salvador and see the passion that people have. As the week went on, you could tell that people were starting to trust in God more, and you could definitely see the leaders in the group that would step up and do ministry the way that they were called to do it.
One of the greatest things that I saw was students that I have known for only a short period of time. I saw them come out of their shell. I saw them talk to strangers. One student was a clown, and I've never seen this student so happy in their entire life, and how they were speaking to the kids and had huge expressions on their faces, and watching how it impacted the kids. It was just amazing to see God working through them.
This trip brought to my attention a new passion for worship. We led a worship service, and just seeing 2 countries come together with 2 different languages, worshiping the same God, worshiping the same Creator, was just one of the most beautiful things you could ever hear and see.
I think the one thing that everyone realizes is that God is real. So I think everyone is going home with this revelation of who God is, and that God actually wants to use them to do something great. And I think that will impact their school. That's going to impact their high school. It's going to impact our youth group, and I think it's going to impact our church. Outside of them doing ministry, I think this week they have been ministered to in a huge way, and one of the greatest impacts that they experienced was the Nationals.
It's been really cool to see leaders being raised, students being called into ministry, and it's going to be something that really impacts Abbotsford, and I'm excited to see where those students go with following Christ.
You're full of life now, and full of passion. That's how He made you. Just let it happen. You're full of life and full of passion. That's how He made you. Just let it happen. You're full of life now, full of passion. That's how He made you. Just let it happen. And He calls each one of us by our name to come away.